What is up, everyone? We got OBS in the house, trying to get it on a second tip today to get it right. So how's everyone doing today? I'm Coach K. We're going to try and do this for the second time and talk about what's going on in the markets and how the heck things are looking. Oh, let's get this and let's pop it off. So what we got is your bullish shades on. I'm not bullish, guys. I'm gonna tell you exactly when I'll be bullish and what I'm looking for. This little mini pump after Miami conference is nothing that you should be excited about yet. I'll show you where though in a minute. First, Steven says you need to drop that Spotify playlist for all your intros, bro. The pop EDM stuff. All right, man. No worries, man. I'll definitely get that for you. What's going on my bite rate? No, it's good. All right, so let's see who's here. TNT Fuel, we got this up from South Africa. Let me just pop this window out so I'm not looking to the top left the whole entire time because I got a few screens here and it's much easier when I'm just looking on one. All right, so welcome everyone. If you're here, you want to know coins, give me a little bit of time. I want to talk about what happened at the Miami conference. I want to talk about what big things happen, what little things happen, what things may seem very big, but are not going to be big right away. And that's what's up. Yes, we are giving away glasses. I have about 10 pairs left. Then we're going to have to purchase some more so we can give you some more pairs of sunglasses. But these are not sunglasses. These are actually blue light filter glasses. So we will get you guys in for sure. What's up, Netherlands? Where are you guys at right now? I'm curious to see where you guys are watching from and maybe what your time zone is just to see what's up. You caught the pawn pump yesterday. Your first 100% trade of the run. Nice, man. Good job, Crypto Wonder Warrior Kid. That's what's up. Looking at Ocean, LTO, and Ren. Good, good, good. All great stuff. Belgium, Sweden, man, it's awesome. Please don't talk about FXF anymore. Your bags aren't full, but hey, look, I've been telling you guys, and I know, hey, it's a little bit lower than when we started talking about it, but hey, the market dropped, and you know, it's still doing quite well if you'd ask me. And the thing is, it's like what is like a 7-10x or something right now. Like it's nothing. It's like a 12x right now. It's not even. And 100% tokens are out. So yeah, Spain, what's up? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Canada, my hometown. What's up? All right, so let's get on it. New Zealand in the house. Luxembourg. I love it. You know, I swear this is probably the most well-rounded stream worldwide for the amount of people on it right this second, I think, in the world, to be really, really straightforward. But let's get into the charts because you guys all want to know what is up with the charts, what has been happening with the market. So I feel you guys, man. I really, really do. The market can be the market. You know what I mean? Like it can be a really rough place when you're trying to chase trades and try to get into stuff that you probably don't even need to get into because you're just trying to rush in. Fools rush in to love and to trades. Straight up. That's the truth. And now what we're going to do, Dearborn, Michigan, what's up, man? How you doing? Send me the shades. All right, so what we're going to do is the shades are going to definitely be contest driven. I want you guys to send me messages. And if you do anything pretty cool during the stream or tell me something that's really awesome, I might just be like, yo, send me an email. Let me get you some shades. And we'll do this probably like once a month. So I'll just collect all the names. At the end of the month, I'll just send them all out one time. All right. Now let's look at what's up. You guys don't care about this behind me. What you really care is about this behind me, right? So let's look at what this behind me is. And I'm going to show you guys a perfect trade setup that you could have entered. Now, why am I showing you something that you could have entered? Because I've shown you this exact same trade setup 3 or 4 times this the last video last week. And so what I want to do is just bring it back and show you how this can react and how you can actually profit from a good trade that I'm showing you on different charts. Yes, I'll talk about earning a little bit. Give me a sec, guys. I'll tell you, yo, fire off some stuff. When you do that, guys, I will be ripping it. But I want to teach you guys something because a lot of people don't teach you in crypto anything. They tell you shill. They don't teach you how to fish. They don't teach you how to make money. They don't teach you anything. They just tell you what they're buying, right? Which is great because then you know what's important to the people that are shilling it, right? Which is great. But isn't it good to know how to fish? Don't you guys want to know how to actually make good trades yourself? Don't all of you guys want to feel confident when you're making those trades or even just like know what to even look for? So I'm going to teach you guys straight up right now with this trade. With this other trade that we did yesterday, how we play this, right? So we talked about this on the 4 hour. bullish Chiku. We have cross into the cloud and a break out of the cloud. We have a bullish TK, right? So we had the Tenkin was above the Kijin. Everything was playing out. All the factors were there. So we enter this trade, right? And we enter on the retest. So a lot of people would have seen this candle and entered here thinking we're going off. No, you wait, you stay patient. You set your buy order here before it even happens and you wait for it to hit. You don't rush in. And your stop loss is always going to be nice and low in the cloud. Give yourself some space. And then what ends up happening is you get that bounce off the Kumo top and it does exactly what it should be doing. Now, I've talked about this exact trade before. Where have I talked about this trade? It's a good question. Actually, I saw another good trade setup and I shared it with my group today. Let me find this trade setup so I can show you what it looked like. And I believe that the coin, let me just find the coin. I believe the coin was it was something with a G. I'll find it in a second. But for right now, we did see this on Binance Coin on the 4-hour. Not on Binance Coin, sorry. On ADA. We saw this on ADA where we'd enter on the retest. This one failed because we had a dump, unfortunately. But that is the right kind of play. Flat Kumo top bounce, go to the next level higher. That can happen too. We can reject and go back down. But what we're looking for right now on the daily is what is bullish. And right now, Strax is being held down by the 21 EMA. Solana is bullish. Solana is very bullish. How bullish is it? Well, we talked about that exact same trade yesterday. Just yesterday, or maybe it was on Friday. Whatever it was, this was a trade that I had set up before, I think it was before the weekend. Yeah, 5th. So we set up this trade and we saw it way up here. And we said, we're going to be patient. We're going to re-enter. Where? On the retest of the Kumo top. And now, how have you been doing? Well, you're up about 12.5%. And you're going to sit there waiting for us to go higher. And if we break through this level, we're going to look towards the all-time highest as the next level to go to. So Solana Summer is still very, very, very much in play. It honestly has not even been affected by the Bitcoin dump. So that should tell you a lot. Now let's get some questions in here. My question pop out just like disappeared. So I'm just going to find it. There we go. And let's see what we got here. So love from Nigeria. Great, Nigeria. What up? Nice to see you. Is my screen fuzzy or am I? I think your screen is fuzzy or mine just went temporarily. I'm not too sure yet. Now, we haven't looked into Happy, but we definitely can. And we're looking at Greece. Lots of people from Greece up in here. So Toronto represent. What's up, Dr. Kim? Now, KSM. Well, we entered KSM at $280. And now we entered KSM. We missed it. We didn't get a chance to get in yet. Unfortunately, this may come back down. So let's be patient. But we missed the we got that. We saw it came out, but it didn't come back down and retest the Kumo. So on this one, we still will be patient and wait for it to either come and test the Kumo or for it to really just start breaking up. And then what we'll look for is just this level right here. You see this level that we can see clearly as rejected many times, even as soon as this. So at $440, if we break up, so if we break above this level right here, if we break above, we can enter this trade again on the retest here to go up there. And what we would put our stop, just move this all the way up over here. Hold on a sec. This is drawing tool. We can move this up to just a little bit of right around almost break even actually. But on this one, we're going to enter right here. And we're going to put this just a little bit below that level you see there where the two tweezer bottom was. And we're going to enter that trade. And we're going to aim for, not all the way up there, but we're going to aim for just about here for a nice 2.8 hour trade. Nice and simple and easy. Questions? New to the channel. Nice to have you here, Philip. Paul, resolution's fine. Great. Nice to see you from BC. Thoughts on Solana as a 5-year-old? A 5-year hold. Sorry. I read 5-year-old. I'm like, what? You're 5? That's awesome. All right. So Solana. One thing that I've noticed of Solana. Amazing tech. I don't know if it's just on CCAI, but the idea of having like a different address per token is a really big faux pas for me. I don't like that. There's 5,000 Ethereum tokens, and if you had to make an address for each one, oh my god, it'd be difficult to actually find. And some of the Solana wallets are like that, which is kind of dumb. Honestly, how are you going to beat Ethereum when you have something like that where people are going to be sending to the wrong addresses constantly? They already do this with ETH. Imagine when you give them all different, like everything's a Solana address and it's a different, oh my god. I don't like that. That fact, not a fan. Another thing about Bitcoin conference we saw. So Bitcoin Miami happened, right? What happened at Bitcoin Miami though? There were some insane moments. There was this moment, the pump moment, right? But what was the big moment? There was Floyd Mayweather, right? That was a big moment. There was the Bitcoin dumpster with all the money from Venezuela in it. That was a moment. But what was a really, really big moment there? What happened? We had El Salvador, right? So Bitcoin Miami has El Salvador, this president, come on stage, say Bitcoin's legal tender. Everyone starts losing their mind. Let me tell you guys something. El Salvador, per capita, has an 80 person per 100,000 murder rate. The worst place in all of the United States with the highest murder rate only has 60. It's a very dangerous place to live still. Now, obviously, this is something that will help them grow. But if you're someone who got really excited and said, I'm moving to El Salvador, I really implore all of you to think about that twice. Make sure that you think about your kids, your education levels, for the like what type of international schools they have there, looking at the healthcare system. These are things that are very, very important. And as much as that's a really big stepping stone and may entice other countries to do the same, it is still a quite dangerous place to live. And that's something that everyone has to really keep in mind. Because I'm a father and I have 2 kids. And I would never go to a place that was potentially somewhere where I could get robbed or something because I'm a crypto person. It's just not, the risk reward is not there. I'm a trader. I like risk reward. For me, it wasn't there. So from that aspect, I didn't like it as much. From growth, long term, amazing for El Salvador. And I really love that. I just want people to understand both sides. And a lot of people don't do research and will jump in and not realize that when they get there, there are issues still. And it's not perfect. Okay. And yes, it's about adoption. Absolutely, Nicolo. Exactly right on the point. Have I heard of Sovereign? Absolutely. Have I heard of Proxy DeFi? Absolutely. Proxy DeFi invested into, and I've been quiet about it. Why? Because it's one of those things that it just makes so much sense that everyone will at one point we're going to use it, right? Like Sovereign, Bitcoin is going to have DeFi on it, regardless of what everyone says. Will that compete with ETH? Probably not, but it still will give more Bitcoin usage. And I think this is okay. Is ETH going to drop again? Someone's asking me. Let's have a quick look. Let's look at where ETH is. ETH is looking great. It's broken above the level I talked about. So this would have stopped out. And you know what? What did I say about that trade originally? Told you guys that A, it was a risky trade, and B, the risk reward wasn't great. So if you stopped out of that one, really not a biggie, because that one was a very small amount of our pot, right? Like we were not trading that heavily because this situation was not really good going into the weekend, as we saw. But what are we seeing now? And what bullishness am I seeing in ETH? And I'm telling you guys, ETH just sent a master node or a node to the International Space Station. And weirdly enough, that certain person, we won't mention their name, that company sent it there. Interesting. Now, what I'm seeing here is we had a bullish engulfing candlestick on the daily, followed by another pretty strong candlestick. So maybe it will ride up the cloud. Like I said, it might do it. It might actually get it and ride up the cloud and stay bullish. But ETH still has a lot to figure out because of this Tenkin is just, it's because of this period. It's just pointing down, but also like look at how it's recovering on those predictions. So it's still not showing very, very bullish, but we're not bearish yet either on a daily time frame. So ETH is one of those weird ones right now. That's legit the weird one. Now let's look at Theta because I am a massive fan of Theta. Actually, people that know me from the start when I first came in this, you guys know, when I first came into crypto, Theta was the first project I ever reviewed. One of the first ones that I actually, like, when I was going on the influencer cap, put it on, that was the first one. Big Egg Roll, welcome. Thank you for joining the channel, my brother. Great to have you here. So look, Theta token. What do I talk about flat keygens for? I tell you that the flat keygen acts as a magnet. And we get too far away from it when it flattens out, it will pull it back to price. You all know, you've been here, that I've said that 100 times. So you know exactly what to look for now when we see a price really far away from that flat keygen. Eventually, it's going to pull up to that price, especially if it stays flat and doesn't angle down. It's very likely to act as a magnet and just suck it right back up or throw it right back down. So now what I see with Theta is it's rejected that keygen. And it's more than likely in this situation to reject that keygen a couple times than just to break through it, because that's like a serious, like, encrypt in the Ichimoku, the keygen is the central fold, the piece that really makes everything move. So what I need to see here, okay? We need to see more volume. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of volume, but look at the daily volume. It's very low compared to what we were at before. Like, our daily volume's there right now, so we're not really like pushing hard here. Okay, what's just one thing to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that we really need to be above the cloud. So it might happen naturally once we pop out over here, but we need to be above the cloud to be really technically bullish. So we're not bullish yet, and this could reject and come back down. So we have to look at that side and go, okay, Theta doesn't look horrible, but it also doesn't look perfect yet either right here. Now looking at T-Fuel, this looks a lot healthier, okay? T-Fuel, if it's going to follow, well, it broke, you can see this trend it broke down, right? Like, it broke this trend. I'm just going to draw it real quick. It's not perfect. It doesn't matter. But we can see, like, there's this trend that it clearly broke out of, retested on that blue candle, and pushed back higher. So Theta is just on, like, doesn't know how much higher it really wants to go. Look at when I did this Theta. When we were looking at it, we were looking at it at 2 cents. It's 48 cents today. Everyone in this channel that was following this stuff is crushing. You guys are all awesome and you're crushing here. So now we see T-Fuel is broken up. So where is it going next? Because Jesus, it's gone so freaking high, right? Well, let's go to the low. Let's go to the most recent high. Let's pull it back down and let's see where we could probably go next. So we'd be looking for the 1618 around 71 cents. You guys know my zones that I like to draw. If you've been watching the channel, you know that the 618 to 212 to the 1272 level zone generally is going to come somewhere in this zone. I know it's quite a large zone in this situation. So we'd be looking for first target to hit 59 cents, second target to hit 64, and third target to hit 71.5. So that's what we're looking for with Theta Fuel. And if Theta gets bullish after T-Fuel, then we even know that T-Fuel is going to have even more power because it will follow each other. They're like big brother and big sister, right? 25X ADA from 63 cents. Good track, good trade. Now, what are we seeing? ADA, I mean, I'd like to see a lot more volume than that. I mean, look at this daily volume. It's been 14 hours, and look at that volume. It's like dead. Now, that being said, the US hasn't woken up, and in about 12 minutes, that could change for the rest of the day. So we have to wait and see. But right now, I'm not like, oh yeah, let's get into that. You shouldn't be like, oh yeah, let's get into that, because it's not really the right time to get into that. BNB. I mean, we looked at BNB before. What am I seeing on it? Nothing really. We got to wait for that breakout, retest, and then go. And generally, the way this plays out, to be really, really transparent with you guys, is it goes sideways, comes up, and goes down, and then comes back up. So you usually see something like that when you have a sloping cloud. And that's why I don't choose those trades, because there's going to be 100 other ones. That's the thing. You don't get caught up in the emotional side of a trade or that you like a project. You just look at the chart and you go, oh, well, that might not be a good trade. So the risk is not there for me. So I'm going to look for a trade that has a better risk managed profile. Because if I enter here and it breaks out and it drops down there, I'm losing 8-7%. Why not just be patient and wait and see if it reacts that way? And then if it doesn't and breaks above the 200 EMA, I can enter a little bit higher, but I'm on the right side of the trade. The risk to reward is better. How do I feel about SafeMoon, Dogecoin, Shiba, any of these memes? are memes. They're not real. They're not going to make you real money. They are not going to care about your money. They are going to go up. They are going to go down. And they are going to mostly all die. And when they come back will be the next bull market where everyone starts shilling BS again. Yes, the GTO USDT trade. Thank you. Thank you. That was the one, Gifto. So I was looking at this one earlier. And what did I say in my group? Everyone in my group, if you're watching, you guys can comment. But in the group, I literally said, as it was breaking higher, I didn't like the volume. Look at this volume. This is our daily volume, okay? Or our 4-hour volume. So I looked at this first candle. I saw the volume increasing. It could have been a good trade. But what did I just say on the last one? Sometimes they do this. And then they go up. So because of that, had you entered, you're still fine. You're still in profit. So there's nothing wrong with that. But if we don't see volume come into this next candle, it's more than likely going to come down at least to this level one more time. It will break down, come back, and then go. And generally, that's what happens. We get to the Kumo top. It rejects like it did here, comes back down, and goes out. But it came back down only a little bit. So we have to be patient, see how that plays out. If you entered this, great. I didn't enter it because the only reason was the volume. I wanted to see it follow through. Because if I went to the daily, this is where I get most of my information. I wanted to see how was it doing today. And when I looked on the daily, it was not as impressive as yesterday or the day before. I mean, look at Saturday, Sunday, and then look at Monday. That was what made me not enter this trade. It probably, very likely based off of probabilities, could go the right way. But I didn't want to enter because I'm really risk averse in this market right now. How do I think about ShopX? ShopX is just fine. Guys, give it time to develop. What they're doing is awesome. It's just not going to be overnight. Thoughts on Mercial Finance? Yeah, I've seen that one. Is that the one that went on to, it's not on CoinList? I've seen that one a couple times. Don't know much about it. It was actually offered that in private sale and missed out my opportunity to even get in. How do I feel about SafeMoon? I don't feel anything for SafeMoon. It's a scam. It's BitConnect of this cycle. If you are in SafeMoon, you likely are going to end up the same as someone who did from BitConnect. And then people say, oh, but these people were real and blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you right now, someone who has a lot of access to lawyers with what I do in my law firm, I can tell you this right now, that SafeMoon's people are likely going to end up in jail. Okay? Just telling you right now. You can hate me for saying it, but the reality is that. Matic TA. Okay, Matic TA is a good one because Matic has been on a mission. Such a mission that, a lot of people, but what did I tell you guys? Once we close below here, and I said this, you guys remember this, don't you? I said this before the weekend. I said we're going to probably come break 150 and I'm going to enter a short when we get below, what did I say? When we get below the 200 EMA and reject bearish. Then I'm going to short it all the way down to, yes, all the way down to 75, 80 cents. Yeah, sounds crazy, right? Yes, I am using double Ichimoku settings. Thank you. So knowing that, if this breaks down and goes below, which I think it will because it's on a downtrend right now and it's barely holding this level. If it breaks below, it's going to come back and retest 75, 85 cents. So if you want to buy, that'll be the area to buy. If you want to short, this could be an area to short. I'm not telling you what to do. What I'm looking for is what I'm going to do. You do whatever you want. This is just my own TA. You need to make your own decisions for yourselves, guys. Can't wait till all these shit coins get wrecked. They already are wrecked. Their actual prices have been destroyed. Let's just have a quick look. So we want to go to like any of these like SHIB, right? SHIB is one of the only ones that has like real backing behind it. Like there's real people behind it that really want to see it success and they're not dumping it. And you're seeing something that happened here in that sideways, but on a much larger scale this time. This doesn't mean Shiba's dead, but you have Shiba and you had Leash. These are the older ones. These are the ones that have been around for a while and they're still holding. And we're talking people bought these at like $30, right? So like they've been around a while. But like some of the other ones, like Kuma Inu, for example, right? Like Kuma, it's just like you could clearly see that this was just a part of the hype cycle, right? So we saw this hype cycle happen. People pumped it, people dumped it, people pumped it, people dumped it, and it dies off. And there's no volume. There's $162,000 of volume when this thing had like $80 million of volume before. So the best thing is to understand that. Now, whoever the scam coach is in here, don't listen to any scammers. Hide you from the channel, report you on the channel. Yes, report you for unwanted spam. Thanks. Get out of here. So there's a Kita. Yeah, there's all these, but guess what? Hulk, Kita, all of them, guess what they are? They're all shit coins. They're all coins that are going to end up very much like this one. They're all going to end up in you guys feeling hurt and sad and wrecked. And it's going to be your own fault for being greedy. Because that's what it is. It's greedy. What do I think about Ecomi? What do I think about all NFT projects right now? What do I think about all of them? Let me tell you what I think about all NFT projects right now. Okay, this is definitely the wrong Omi. I think all NFT projects with Binance NFT coming are going to moon super duper hard. So that's something to keep your eyes on for sure. Let's look at quick swap. Everything basically that was made for the Matic Polygon ecosystem is doing very well. So I know this is just on, this isn't on Matic or on Polygon, but this is good enough. Quick swap's had its huge pump, its huge dump, another massive pump. And I think the quick swap's going to stay there with DFYN. Let me just find that one for you guys too. So there's a lot of really good projects and a lot of stuff being built on Matic, and I liked it because it's very similar to Ethereum, and I think a lot of people like it for that same reason. It's a great project. Keep your eyes on that one. Which NFTs will moon? Blue chip NFT projects: Ecomi, TVK, Eternity, Bondly, sort of. I think they lost a lot of their push and their pull. So I think those first three were the big ones. I might be missing one actually to think of that I'm not thinking of. Flow Blockchain obviously is on there, but that's big. And so yeah, we got a lot of going. You want to see Blockbank? Absolutely. I'm an advisor at Blockbank. It's a great project, and they have huge announcements coming. So don't be scared off by this. This should not scare you at all, because the stuff that they have coming is blue chip tier 1. That's what we need to understand. Okay, let's see some questions. DeFi, a season approaching again. I think so. And DeFi is going to do the best in the bear market, because that's basically the most easy thing for DeFi. Bear market, put your USDT, farm shit coins, make money, turn it into Bitcoin and Ethereum in the bear market, and just do that on a roll. And guess what's going to happen? Wax on, wax off. It's going to happen just like that. You'll see. ENJ, yes, ENJ is another one for sure. Superfarm has a lot to prove first, though. So a lot of people say like Superfarm, they still have a lot to prove. So like, yes, Superfarm's definitely one of them up there, and it's one of the ones I invested into, but they still have to prove it. They have to build that ecosystem. People need to use the ecosystem. So is it in a bad spot? No. But the reality is that ENJ, right, is a blue chip. TVK is a blue chip, right? Superfarm is only a blue chip because everyone got behind it. But what does it do, and are you using it, is what I want to know. Because if you're not using it and you don't know what it does, why are you asking me about Super? Because that's mostly what's going on with Super. People just care about the price. So until I start seeing people telling me like, yo, this cool stuff is happening, I haven't seen any posts or anything crazy. And rightfully so by the Superfarm team. They shouldn't do that until they're ready. So I'm not hating on anybody here. I'm just saying that I'm not convinced yet that it's a blue chip until we see stuff from it like Ecomi and we've seen with Eternity, where they really delivered stuff and people are using it, right? And it's only going to increase as Binance NFT, and you know they're going to push this out. They're not going to let this flop. They're not. No way. No way they let it flop. You know, another one that I got into and I told all of you guys about was ATA. I don't even know if it's on yet. Yes, it is. So ATA launched today. I told you guys to farm it. Why? Because I saw there was a really good opportunity. What ended up happening was this project did $6 billion in TVL on Binance. crazy. I put in almost 300 grand and I only farmed like 600, 700, but that's free money, right? Free money at $1.78. And honestly, do you really think a Binance project ain't going to move more than this? I definitely would doubt that this is not going to keep going higher. So yeah, Binance Launchpad, number one thing to remember about any project on Binance Launchpad is they have the highest ROI overall, period, per project that maintain the ROI as well. So that's something else important. So ENJ, great project, old, lot being built on it. So yes, I definitely missed that one. It's hard to remember everything, honestly, on the top of your head. The ones that I'm looking at are the ones. Chili's is definitely big. I agree. Super has nothing. The website's empty. Yeah. So, I mean, like GraphLink I've heard of. Luxo is another one I've heard of. These are ones that are like kind of quietly building in the background. I want to see marketing on some. Let me just give you guys a real big dose of reality here. I'm going to tell you something that's raw and real. Most projects, regardless of what they're doing, it will not matter for the price. Do you want to know what matters in projects truly, and why SafeMoon and why BitConnect and why all those do well? Because they sell a good story and they have great marketing. And the fact of the matter is, there's probably 100 projects that I know of right now that have amazing tech, amazing UI, UX, and nobody's using it because it's not got the marketing team saying, SafeMoon, buy it, you get rich, using greed to make people buy. And that's how people get wrecked the same way. All right, can you check out Pog? Is that even traded anywhere? Pog? I'll check it. PAWG. Like Pogs, like we played when we were kids, like smashing the other things to win. That'd be hilarious if this is actually a project, but I don't see it loading up here at all. So maybe you can give me a link in there, or which blockchain? Because remember, guys, if I can't find it on TradingView, I have to use a blockchain explorer, and it only has what it has. And it's not loading anything for Pog. So I'll try to find it again if you can let me know which blockchain, for example. Only other person who gives you real info like Coach is DaVinci. Yeah, DaVinci is legit, man. He's super legit. So great guy. Been around a long time. Got to have respect for people like him. If you don't, well, you probably don't respect a lot of people that really matter in crypto either then. Venus had that hack. It had issues. It's been doing its thing. You guys love your SHIB. EOS is like the blue chip long-term buy and hold, forget about. Like Theta. Theta took how many years to get really popping off? These guys have a lot of tech. They bottomed out. They've had tokens go out. This is again just like ShopX. They've migrated liquidity and Dex Tools isn't seeing it. So it looks like it's in a horrible spot, which is probably good for investors that are holding on the token because no one's selling because everyone's thinking, there's no point, which is good for the project, which gives it time to grow. And they have really good tech, 30 people on their team. Is there any chance that ETH could take over dominance on Bitcoin if Bitcoin goes down? I really highly doubt that. I mean, a lot of people think that could happen, but I really don't think that's going to happen, honestly. SHIB is not a coin I'm gonna focus on, guys. It's not a real cryptocurrency, in my opinion. A lot of people can hate me for it. I've been in SHIB. I could show you I was in SHIB since the first day, but it's still a meme coin, and it's still something that until it actually does anything, it does nothing. And I know there's a lot of my friends that are hating on me right now for saying this, but we need to see it happen. I mean, I'm never gonna show you guys to buy shit like that. Unfortunately, it's just not my style. Steady State is not out yet, but yes, I'm definitely going into Steady State. I love real insurance that actually has a real purpose because most of them don't. So someone wants Cocos. I haven't seen this one since Binance early days, like Dex days and stuff, like early Dex days. Ooh, it's actually had a really good movement on the 5-minute chart. Let's see how it's done on like a real chart, like a daily. Oh my God, what the hell happened here? This has to be a token migration or something. That doesn't make any sense for it to just jump like that in one day. So clearly they like launched a new token or something. Oh yeah, they did. Cocos to CocoS. So that's probably what happened. So not really seeing anything here, to be honest. It looks like most of the other charts, nothing exciting for me. I mean, really what it comes down to is, does it excite me or not? Nothing here really that exciting. 4-hour chart. Still nothing. There's still too much indecision on that chart. I'm not going to touch it. Are you in any trades right now? I'm in my KSM trade from $280. I'm in my EB. I sold some of my Bitcoin at 39,000, so I'm in a little bit of my Bitcoin still from 31 and 33. About like 30% of what I bought from then, from the 2 times I bought, I still have. But I definitely sold most of my stuff at 39, and I'll reload at 33 and 34K, and I'll reload even more if it goes lower than that. And if it goes lower than that and stays lower than that, I'll probably offload and go more into USDT again, because that means we're probably not in a good space. Pog BNB. Okay, so it's on. All right, so Pog is like, all I think of Pog is like when I was a kid, we had the Pogs, those little circles, and you had like the smashers, and then you had the Pog, you climb them up and you'd smash them on top of each other. It's hilarious. So Pog it is. There it is. I see it right there. Boom. All right, so while loading Pog up, let's see what other questions people have. Phoenix Flow, we've done that. Coach, what do you think about Octo? Octo, honestly, I never really was big into it, and it's okay. But yeah, wow, Pog has had a really nice daily chart. Sorry, I can't speak right now. My mouth is like blah. But you can clearly see that like it was in a downtrend, right? Broke the downtrend, never retested the downtrend. Unless we look on a like 2 hour. No, never retested. Just broke right out and said, yeah, I'm out. Peace. And then started mooning. Something must have happened. Maybe some information. But again, do you really want to trade this type of a coin? Pog G coin? You know, I'm not a meme coin trader. So you guys want to do that? All you guys. I'm not going to get into greedy scam shit coins. Not my thing. Refinable is another really good project, but again, I think there's a lot of like people that are kind of upset a little bit because let's just look at it. I mean, look at BSC, look at everything that's on here. Baby Dodge, Cummies, Ghost Face, like it's just kind of stupid, honestly. But whatever, it is what it is. Refinable got wrecked. Yep, definitely did on the chart. And then they stopped getting wrecked because they stopped getting people their tokens. So now they can build, and hopefully that building and that great cheaper, basically hopefully if they build and they give us cheaper NFTs, then Refinable will come back strong. That's what we're looking about. So SFI, I heard from the team that version 2.0 is coming out. I'm obviously like not happy with where it is. It even can't even be, I can't find it on here. Why can't I find it? Oh, it's on the wrong blockchain. Sorry. Honestly, whoever makes the DEX tools that literally lets you choose whatever coin and figures out which blockchain it is will be a freaking genius. Genius. Seriously. Because it's so freaking annoying. All right. I got about 5-10 minutes, guys, and I'm out. So let's see what we got. SFI bottomed out around 500. Was a good buy around 200 again when we had that same opportunity as we had in the past. And now we're just going to wait it out for V2, and because this is actually invested in by Coinbase and all these guys, I'm not too concerned. It's kind of like that Matic pump, and then it dumped out, and we found out Coinbase invested, and then we waited forever, and now it's mooning. One of those kind of deals. So I did moon on Matic earlier, and we have everyone asking about XRP. Now, Flare, interesting enough, partnered with someone else recently, a very big project. Can't remember which project it is off the top of my head, but I'll remember later. But Flare partnering with any project is a big deal because it's like, you know, the speed of XRP without being XRP, which is, I mean, anything that's not XRP that's XRP is great. Now let's look at on 4 hour, not seeing very much. I'm seeing declining volume and the price staying stagnant, which usually leads to dumps. Yeah, I'm not liking XRP at all here. It's just not in a place that you want to trade. And look, I told you guys this earlier. Sometimes you just don't trade. You just wait. You wait and you watch for the opportunity to come to you. If I don't see stuff on a chart that makes me go, oh, like I did in the past, then I'm not going to trade it. I don't care if I have to wait for a week to trade. I don't give a crap. Why? Because it doesn't matter. There's nothing that's going to change anything. Luna, like I said before, you know, it's just nothing really exciting yet. We need more volume in the market, period. ADA, we did. All right. I thought on Stratos Network. I haven't seen Stratos Network. Are you talking about the Stratos. Are you talking about I don't know. Anyway, is LCX a good long-term investment? Tokenized diamonds STO coming next week. Yes, LCX, as I said from like the first time anyone, even an Inspector Group, asked me about it when they were shilling it super hard, I told them it's going to take a long time. Realistically, 5 years from February 2018 when I said it. So we got 2 more years before we really see STOs be a thing. We need regulations for crypto first. Then we can get there. It just takes time. Everyone wants it in a day, in a week. It just won't come in a day or a week. It takes time. So we have shadows. Shadows, honestly, is nothing to look at. Again, very similar chart to most of the others. So I'm not even going to pull that one up. Mina Protocol is an interesting one, though. A lot of friends that just destroyed this one. They just loved it up big time. So a lot of my friends were like, they got in on this first huge pump. Right up here, they sold. They bought back low. They sold. They bought back low around like $3. Mina's a great project, but on a chart, I can't really trade it or chart it yet because there's just not enough data, right? I only have, and that's a 4-hour chart on a daily. Like all I can see is that pretty much right here is a level of support. This is what I can tell you so far, just from looking at there, that this is a level of support that's acted as support many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and acted as resistance once. That's it. That's all I can tell you right now. So we need more data before we can really do anything. Casper Lab, another project that's really good, but again, been on a very big downtrend, and it hurt it, honestly. Alpha Finance had the craziest, honestly, like one of the craziest pumps of this cycle so far, I think. Like it was pretty insane. Then it leveled off like Bitcoin, and it looks exactly the same. It looks exactly like Bitcoin. Nice Bart Simpson haircut and back down. So we see that classic Bart Simpson pattern here. And now what we get back up is the question that we're looking for. And it's almost there. Like you can see how some of these are getting really close to like, oh, almost ready. Chiku's almost ready. Things are getting set up. I think like another week or two, we'll start seeing more trades being open, available, and easy for us to actually grasp onto. Now, what's coming out today that popped off? Let me move my head to the other side here. So today we have Formation Finance. That was a really pretty big bullish one, but I don't know if it's coming out for sure. It just was on my list of today they're doing the IDO. Mosaic is coming out on came out Ignition, and Automatic came out and just ripped faces. So we have some other ones coming up with Polka Cipher and Star Atlas and Prami and others coming up. So keep your eyes out. CCAI is coming out, which is going to be a premier crypto exchange. But again, my little thing with Solana and having each wallet and stuff is kind of dumb, honestly, but hopefully that's just only some and not all, like I've been told. I've only used the ones that had that, and I was like, huh? But I just went with it. So HTR, big fan. ICP, big fan. We talked about these yesterday. So what we're going to do is tomorrow's show, you guys get your list ready. Message me on, guess where? You know what it is? No, you don't. Message me on Twitter. Be like, Coach, please let us know these coins. I'm going to put a post on Twitter for you guys to tell me what you want me to do, and then we can start doing more of that. I'll do one last one before I go, and then I got to get out of here. All right. So we'll do Curve because I've seen that pop up from a few different people. And so let's just see how it's been looking. Remember, farming is a big thing and will do well in the bear market. It'll do well now, but it'll do even better in the bear market. So we look at this, broke out. Like I said, it usually comes down the cloud. This is a perfect example of it right here. Boom, we get to the top of the Kumo. We like to come back to the Tenkin. We went a little bit lower. Then what happens? We broke out again, but because it's not totally flat, it's sloping, we are likely to see it break out and then teeter down and then go up. This is exactly what I talked about live, so you can see what I talked about earlier, that it actually happens. So you know why I'm looking for this, how I'm looking for it, and when. So we'd be looking for it to slide down or go flat and pump off that, but that's what we need to wait for, and there's no volume. Volume is the number one indicator in trading. Without it, you don't trade. Remember that. Okay, so if you guys want to pair these awesome shades, I need you to email me at coachkcryptoteam@gmail.com. That's all you have to do. So that's what I want you guys to do for me. We're actually setting up a Coach K VIP website, so you'll be able to message that next time. And what I want you guys to do is just tell me if you want to pair it. Let me know. We're going to do some type of draw for you guys. And there's a few others that have already won, so those people will get them at the end of the month. So Ichimoku is the best. It is exactly what you need. But to say that I need to trade off Ichimoku and I couldn't do it without it would be a lie. Definitely can trade just with price action. But the Ichimoku is my system, and if you have a system that works, why the hell would you change it? So that's it. Do I need a mod? Yeah, we'll always need mods. We always need people helping out and being a part of the community. So guys, if you want to be a part of the community and stuff that we do, please do message me. I'm very busy, but message in the email. My team will read it. They will love that stuff and try to bring you guys in. And that's what's up. But yes, volume's number 1. Price action and levels are number 2, Ichimoku number 3, but the Ichimoku with that all there gives you all the other indicators you guys are using, making your chart look like a Christmas tree with several thousand different things going on. It kind of seems like that with mine, I guess, with the Ichi, but really it's a lot simpler system when you zoom in and you're much closer. And the only reason mine looks a little bit more colorful is because our EMAs are all kind of squished together, which tells me we potentially are going to have a move soon. So that's what I'm looking for. But we got to see that sideways and then up. Okay, ATA is a massive, massive benefit. Okay, remember this: ATA is making middleware for privacy on dApps, because dApps don't always give you privacy. This is trying to make it so your dApp information will be private as well. Lots of people want to be a part of the Coach K team, and soon club will be out and you guys will be able to join our club. It's just, I wanted to do it right. What happened with free sucked for me, for a lot of other people. And so I'm developing this club token, the club, the website, the courses are going to be integrated. The merch shop is ready. We're going to have all this really cool stuff, but I want to do it right, because once you do something wrong, or once you make a mistake, you got to do it the right way the second time. You can't have it be wrong twice. So this time we're going to crush it. And all the freeholders I got wrecked, you're going to get airdrop club, and then you'll be squared up. You'll see. All right. So that is it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be on. Hit me up in the email if you want to parody these bad boys. I'm going to be sending them out once a month to all you guys. And we're going to have the merch shop and so much more coming up. Where are we at with Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Is that something to worry about? No, it just tells us Bitcoin is a little bit weak. That could be good. That could also be very bad. We have to see how that plays out. We know Ethereum is strong. We know that the market is not in a horrible spot, but we're kind of in a limbo. So play it. Take it easy. Don't be in a rush. Let the market come to you. Don't come to the market. Got it? Good. That's how you keep your money. And that's ultimately the most important thing to me. Capital preservation. So if you guys like money and like seeing me move around in circles in the middle of the screen, let me know. I'm curious. Is it working for you? All right. I'm out here, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Coach K, see you guys. Have a great day. And don't force trades. Just chill. Relax. Take it easy.